The Deputy Prime Minister with a challenge for the nation at a post-independence service. Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture meeting with members of the cultural community here on Grand Bahama. An historic time for a local church as it prepares to expand and possess the land.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening all, I'm Megan Shepard. It's so great to have you with us. Topping news, another ecumenical service held in honor of the country's 44th anniversary of independence, this time in East Grand Bahama on Sweetings Key. Residents of the Queens community challenged to keep tradition alive as the country continues to push forward. Residents of the Sweetings Key community came together to worship and celebrate at St. Michael and All Angels Anglican Church this past Sunday. Bringing remarks and words of encouragement, Member of Parliament for East Grand Bahama and the Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable K. Peter Turnquest. While reflecting on how far this nation has come, the Deputy Prime Minister says he knows that there is still greater heights to reach. He also says he is confident that the young people of this country are truly the future.
We believe that the young people we are raising today, who have had more exposure, more education, more opportunities than we have had growing up, will lead us to that future. And while they are exposed to some negative things, the exposure overall is preparing them and preparing our country for what is to come as we join the global society and taking our rightful place among the community of nations.
As the new generation of leaders aim to take this nation forward, the Deputy Prime Minister also added that we as a people should be proud of our rich Bahamian history. He challenged the older generation to share traditions, share about the people of our past, and how important Bahamian culture is to this country's growth and development.
Our cultural traditions, which are so meaningful, teach us so many valuable lessons. Survival in these islands, it's not easy, but the traditions and the heritage and the customs that we pass down from one to the next helps us to cope with our struggles and our challenges and to overcome.
This year's Independence theme focuses on coming together as one. Curator of the Pro-Cathedral of Christ the King, Reverend Marie Roach Hepburn, emphasized the importance of showing love to one another.
God is love. Jesus is love. And as followers of Christ, we too should love one another. Love for God cannot be divorced for love from others. We love God, we have to love other people as well. Brothers and sisters, for unity to happen, for there to be one people, we must learn to love one another.
Chief Counselor for the Sweetings Key District Council, Gladstone Russell, also expressing his Bahamian pride during the ecumenical service at St. Michael's and All Angels Anglican Church. Russell says that we must be thankful to God for 40 years of grace and blessings.
Today, we have come to celebrate 44 years as an independent country. And for that, we must give God thanks and more thanks. Folks, as an independent country, we still have much more to go. But together, we can do it. On behalf of my family and I, the Sweetings Key District Council, the entire community, we salute the Bahamas on its 44th anniversary of independence, and may God continue to bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Administrator for East Grand Bahama, Harvey Roberts, also commending the entire citizenry for their efforts in developing a modern Bahamas.
It's such a joy and delight to experience 44 glorious years of God's glory in this wonderful country with such wonderful people, because it is us that make this country. And to God be the glory. 44 wonderful years. So I say to all and sundry, my fellow Bahamians, happy independence, and may God continue to bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture held a meeting with the cultural practitioners at the Bishop Michael Eldon Auditorium on Saturday. Ricardo Lightbourne was there and filed this report.
Cultural practitioners in the performing arts, visual arts, film, audio-visual production, craft, culinary arts, fashion, festivals, as well as homecoming and Junkanoo events, taking full advantage of the broad scope opportunities available through the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. Assistant Director of Culture, Derika Grant, spoke to the registration process and grants and the objectives of the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. Deputy Registrar Darren Crary spoke about the cultural groups in the process of their compliance with the government regulations. The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, Michael Pintard, said that there must be a working relationship, and to all the stakeholders, you must do your part.
We should seek to build a partnership where the government is but one organization on your list of organizations that you approach to find funding. We are hoping that the cultural community will do what it is designed to do. The role of the cultural community is really to cement our identity as a people. Secondly, it is the glue that hold all other things in this country together. That's what we provide as cultural practitioners. When the sounds are bad, we provide the melody. When the images are horrible, we provide the beauty and the aesthetics. When movement is awkward, we provide the dance, the rhythm. We are the glue of this society.
Minister Pintard also confirmed his ministry's commitment to the enhancement of culture on Grand Bahama.
In most countries, the fastest growing segment of the national economy is the creative industries, which includes all the genres of art that's here today, sports, media. Those are the areas that are rapidly growing, multi-trillion-dollar industry around the world. The Bahamas is one of those developing countries that have not yet gotten the memo. We have to change that. And so the commitment, Derika, Ms. Leary, Ms. James, the cultural department, the commitment we are making is that we are going to form a firm partnership with you, and that our loyalty to you will be greater than our loyalty to the government of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, because the government really is to serve you. And so you have in all of us, you have advocates, strong advocates who understand the value of culture.
Cultural organizations must register every 24 months with the Ministry of Sports and Culture. Ricardo Lightbourne, ZNS Network News.
The Deputy Registrar, Darren Crary, in the Office of the Registrar Generals, addressed the cultural organization on the process to be in compliance with government regulations as they operate as a limited liability or a non-profit company.
A non-profit, I think, will fit more in what you're doing, because you have Junkanoo groups, you have cultural entities, you have individuals, musicians, whatever type of organization you are. In a non-profit, you have to set it up stating the purpose for which you are setting up this company. All right? You have to be very clear on that, because if you operate outside of your objectives, that company can have its license revoked and struck off the records. So it's important that you clearly define the objectives of that company.
The Deputy Registrar stressed the importance of registering their companies, and the information must be correct or pay the price down the line.
So whether it's education, whether it's music, whether it's Junkanoo, Junkanoo should be classified more as the cultural arts, not as just Junkanoo. I'm just saying that so that you can move outside of just the New Year's Day, because in Grand Bahama is only New Year's Day. And you can do other festivals, you can do parades for tourists, whatever you're doing, but it puts you outside of just restricting it to Junkanoo. So it's cultural arts, all right? Whether it's a drama club or whatever it is, be very clear on what it is that you're writing as your objectives, because we hold you to that.
In other news, investigations continue in a house fire in West End. Reports are that shortly after 2 p.m. on Saturday, July 15th, police and the fire department were called to a 4-bedroom residence in West End that was totally destroyed by fire. The cause of the fire is still under investigation by the police and the fire department. Stay with us, there's more news right after this.